1.
Hi, we are here and we're going to make a light Cuban sandwich. Yes, a light Cuban sandwich. I just put Cuban sandwich, actually. My son helped me write that. And what we're doing is we're literally just taking, it calls for like a pork shoulder. I did a loin, pork loin. I made it easy on myself, so, oh my gosh, did you smell? My mother-in-law's taping. Did you smell how good it smells?
It's wonderful.
It smells so delicious.
It does.
Here, you want to come over and just show it to them? So this, it has a little bit of fresh squeezed oranges. It has, of course, my fresh vegetable stock. It calls for chicken stock, but because I do the fresh vegetable, I always use my vegetable stock in place of chicken stock because it's not as high in sodium, and I know exactly what's in it. I have some onions in there, cumin, a little bit of red pepper flakes, and I just let it sit all day long. I put it on warm because this particular crock pot cooks kind of hot. So I like it just warm, and it is really, really, it's like, to me, cooked perfectly. So we're going to take some of this out. What I really love to do is when you have corn on the cob, I like to do that ahead of time and let it just sit in the water, and it stays so nice and hot for when you're serving. I also want to tell you guys, this is kind of funny. So when my inspiration for this, by the way, is these pickles that I got from my friend Francesca, and she makes salsa and sells it at Soulard Market. She's a huge canner. She loves to can, and she's going to teach me how to can one day. You better, Franny. She calls it Franny Mae's. And these are her pickles. So I work with her, and she had these pickles on her desk, and I said, oh my gosh, I need to get some of those pickles. And of course she gave me some because she's so darn nice. And so I took them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I saw a Weight Watcher recipe for a Cuban sandwich that is a light Cuban sandwich. And I was all excited, and I'm doing all this, like, just thinking in my brain, oh, this is going to be so great. And then I go to get the recipe, and it's literally a Cuban salad, not a Cuban sandwich. So I was like, oh shoot, I don't have a recipe. So, and I don't even eat Cuban sandwiches. But I took a recipe and just lightened it up. Instead of Swiss cheese, we're using this little cute Laughing Cow. Look at how cute that is. Laughing Cow spreadable cheese. So that's really low in points. It's like 1 point for a little wedge. These Healthy Life buns are only 2 points. You can use whatever bread you want, your favorite bread, no bread, whatever. I like to use Healthy Life, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the meat that's been cooking and stewing. I swear, I'm not kidding you. I feel like drinking the juice that's in there. It is so good. I tasted it earlier, and it is just delicious. See how pretty that is?
Looks great.
Isn't it pretty? Okay. So I'm just going to slice, because we have a few people eating tonight. So I'm slicing some of this up. And that's it. See how soft and tender that is? I know. I gotta taste it. So good. So, also it calls for ham. Instead of ham, I'm using turkey. Okay? I like turkey. You guys can use ham, whatever. There's only like 1 point or so for, I think, 4 slices. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so I'm going to just get my stuff ready. So I love Healthy Life bread. I don't know if Healthy Life used to be owned by Bunny Bread or what, but when I was a stay-at-home mom years and years ago, oh, this is really cool too. So this is my oven. I love my oven because it's a double oven in the bottom. So I can use this as a toaster. It's pretty awesome. So I have a little, for real, there's a toasting, what do they call it?
Setting.
Setting, thank you. A toasting setting. And then you just set your time for however long you want it to toast, okay? So it toasts on the top and the bottom, or the top and the bottom, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I want to tell you guys this story about the Healthy Life. Because when I was a stay-at-home mom and we were kind of scrimping and saving, there was this little piece of plastic on top of the Healthy Life wrapper. And it was, there were like 3 prizes. The top prize was a trip. The second prize, I can't remember what it was, but the third prize was a whole year's worth of bunny bread. So I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally use a whole year's worth of bunny bread. So I was all excited, and I entered. And I swear to God, I won. When the man called me to say, hey, you're one of the top contestants for winning this grand prize. I was like, no, you're lying. And he said, no, I'm serious. And I said, no, really, you're lying. I didn't believe him. And I made him give me his phone number and everything, and I called him back because I really honestly didn't believe him. And so I called him back, and it was for real. I met him at the Shop and Save where I bought the bunny bread, and I literally won a trip for 2 down to Texas. Do you remember that, Sandy?
I do remember that.
I mean, it was so awesome. So anyway, those things really do work, and people really do win. So we're kind of waiting. I wanted to just plug my mustard real quick. This is what I've gotten from the Demarle, and I can't read. It's so small. I mean, seriously, can you see that? They should not make it that small. Nobody can read that. I don't even think my kids that have really good eyes can read it. So I have no idea how many points there are in this. You could use your own Dijon mustard. This is moutarde miel. So I'm going to use that, and it's just Dijon mustard with some seasoning. So it smells, I haven't opened it, so I like it. Yeah, it smells like Dijon mustard. So we're going to use that. We're going to use our spreadable cheese. We're waiting for just another minute. And, of course, the pickles. So I want to taste the pickles. And I swear, I'm not kidding you. I'm going to take this sauce. You could call it, what do they call it? Dijon? Not Dijon. Au jus. Au jus. So I'm going to take some of this sauce, and I'm going to put it in a little container because I want to dip. Oh my gosh, and the onions, you could have French onion soup with this stuff. It is so good. Look how beautiful that is. With all the seasoning and everything.
Watching.
So, hi everybody who's watching.
Cynthia, Michelle.
Oh, good.
And I don't know who else. I can't tell.
Well, I know. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm so glad that you guys could make it. So, and of course, cheers. Okay, Weight Watcher update. Still haven't gone. I'm really psycho about the Weight Watcher thing. I like to weigh in at the exact same time every time I go. And I go on Saturday mornings at 7:30. So I wasn't here last weekend, so I wasn't able to go. However, I fit into pants that I haven't fit in a while. So that's a really good sign. So they're kind of warm. I mean, is that not the best toaster you guys have ever seen in your entire life? Okay, so we're going to assemble 2 sandwiches. And the way that we're going to do this, I mean, this is like the cutest spread. Look at that cheese. It's so awesome. So I'm using the creamy queso fresco chipotle because I thought that would be the best flavor. And the way that I'm cutting down on some points, because it does call for 2 pieces of Swiss cheese, I'm going to use this. 2 pieces of Swiss cheese is an awful lot. So I'm using 1, and I'm just going to spread it on one of the buns. And we want to make this really yummy and delicious. So I'm going to spread it on the other bun. Okay? Just like so. I'm going to do another one real quick. I hope you guys are having a good week. It's been a crazy week with weather, and it's insane. I also want to say, get out there, be active, beachbody.com, love it. I love my Shailene. She's my personal trainer. She's my friend. I tell everybody that. People think I'm crazy. She's my friend. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, we're going to throw on, and you don't even have to put all this on here. I'm just going to throw on a piece of turkey. I mean, seriously, for a point for 4 of them, I'm just going to use 2 pieces of turkey. All of this together is less than 10 points. It's like 9, I think it was 8 points. I did it all up. I'm having computer issues and internet issues, so I'm so sorry if I forgot to say that, if we get kicked off, because I'm having issues. They're coming out tomorrow. Okay, so the next thing is to put, and I do weigh things, and you guys are going to love. I mean, is that not the fanciest scale you guys have ever seen? So that is my scale that I use. And guess what? It works. It's like 15 years old, I think, and it totally works. Yes, the little top thing's gone. So I always put something that's not very heavy. And I do weigh my food, especially when it comes to meat. Okay, so I'm going to weigh it, and I just want... It's about 2.5 ounces. That's not too bad, because it's actually 2 ounces exactly. What I calculated when I was doing the Weight Watcher points, it was 3 ounces. So 2 ounces is perfect. So we'll weigh this one too, just to make sure. Weighing is amazing. And honestly, if you guys ever, if you're trying to be healthy and stuff, write down what you eat too, because that always helps. Okay. So what is going on next is some of this fancy mustard, because, oh my goodness. Sandy, do you like mustard? Because if you don't want it, I don't, okay.
It's okay.
Because she's eating with me.
I got lucky.
She's my date for the evening. Yes.
I'm her videographer tonight.
Yeah, she is. Now we're going to put on the fancy pickles. Oh, that looks like an onion too. I got to eat it. Oh, I'm sorry. It is so good. These are butter. Oh man, I know she's going to kill me. Bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter pickles. So we're just going to throw a couple of these on here. So yummy. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to do a couple more. Kind of love it. And yeah, this is not, this is going to be a messy sandwich. And that is okay. Because it's like 7 or 8 points. And all of this food. Look at this sandwich. That's it. Look how pretty. I want to show it right here. How beautiful that is. Put it together. And see, it's toasted. Now, of course, when you do a real Cuban sandwich, you lather olive oil and everything. If you want to put some olive oil, that's fine, because olive oil is actually good for you. But if you want to keep it a little bit healthier, don't put the olive oil on it. Don't put the butter on it. It still can toast and still taste amazing. So we got that going. This is going to be a quick video. And then we got our corn. As I said, I always like to do it because, I mean, even look at the heat is still coming off of it. So that is our Cuban sandwich with Franny Mae's bread and butter pickles and some of our pork that is delicious. I can't wait. I feel like I'm going to eat that soup later. And that's it. You guys have a great, what day are we on? Thursday.
Bye.